Bad Batch Season 3, Episode 8, titled Bad Territory, sees Hunter and Wrecker team up with Fennec Shand so they can begin to get answers about Omega's abduction. Meanwhile, Omega helps Crosshair begin his path to recovery. And this meant we also got to hear Fennec's music once more. This is Star Wars Music Analysis.
Do it.
The episode begins with a soft string swell, and even though there is some tension and dissonance here, I could already expect that we were going to be back on Pabu, especially once the flute enters. It quickly gives way to dialogue though as Crosshair and Omega speak.
You know, staring at your comm won't make Echo contact you any faster.
Eerie music enters as they mention Fennec Shand. The strums in the acoustic guitar are reminiscent of the music of Book of Boba Fett, where Fennec was a key character. I was listening for the characteristic ascending half-step that begins her motif, but didn't hear it during this conversation.
I got a split. I'll get back to you.
As Hunter asks Omega to look after Crosshair and his hand, Crosshair's theme enters, tying the shaking of his hand back to the trauma of everything he endured, likely being the cause of the shaking.
His hand looked at. Ignoring it won't make the problem.
As Hunter and Wrecker enter a shady cantina, we get to hear another EDM track. Even though the vocals sounded like something quickly put together using Apple loops, I really got into this one, and I have a feeling that this one will end up on the final soundtrack. But how do you feel it compares to other EDM music we've heard in this series? As the EDM finally dissipates and external music enters, a short motif enters as well. It moves in the opposite direction as Fennec's theme, and I wonder if this is the Kyners giving her a more clear theme than before, where she mostly was shrouded with sound effects rather than a melodic device.
From before. You're good with demolitions and ordnance, right?
Good. So you want us to work with you?
No. You'll be working for me. You follow through.
As they head through hyperspace, we get a very clear dose of that very sound effect with the distorted descending glissando. Her theme continues to loom in the background as she introduces them to their target.
Got a tip on his location.
What did he do?
As they arrive at their destination, the Bad Batch theme is present, but it's shrouded in a musical atmosphere of Fennec's music, demonstrating how these two forces are working together. We get another version of it as well as they progress on the pontoon boat. Low distortions and beats play as Hunter and Wrecker begin to disarm the mines. The music lingers as this will clearly be a long task. The music then segues back to Crosshair and Omega as he tries to work on his aim. He's clearly annoyed at his deficiency. As Omega comforts him, her theme plays gently. I love that the youngest of the group continues to be the adult and teach these clone soldiers how to be something more. As we cut back to the bayou, the distortions return as well. Hunter's heightened senses finally come in actual handy as he senses the pack of alligators approaching. Wait, alligators or crocodiles? There's always one person that knows, so let me know. As they do approach though, the music picks up to accompany Shennic's blaster fire, adding the heightened danger and urgency to the scene. The horn rip sounds as the beast lunges and grabs Wrecker. Cymbal crashes go with Wrecker as he bashes it with his fists. The music pauses just long enough for Wrecker to look over the side of the boat. As he does, another alligator leaps up along with a horn rip and tremolo in the French horn. More horn rips follow as the chaos continues. As they escape, the music finally subsides, allowing them to return to their sneaking.
That's why I never go in the water.
It remains soft as they all bicker. As they continue, it begins to pick up a little bit, increasing our anticipation. But as they near, the music cuts off again in response to Hunter's cue. It slowly returns as they enter the hut with low drones and occasional soft swells. As Sylar reveals himself, a flutter in the flute accompanies him. Screams in the horn follow as Hunter struggles against him. The music remains intense until Sylar escapes into his tunnel. It picks up again as he continues his attempted escape. The music continues to fight on with the giant insect until the final stun blast finally does him in. The transition from a dark swamp to the bright daylight of Pabu is highlighted in the music as the harp and high strings move us back to the safety of the island. The peacefulness of the music sets us up for the meditation that's being done by Omega and sort of by Crosshair. As he does really give it a try though, the horns call through peacefully. The trumpet takes over next, transitioning us back to the space station. Fennec's music returns as she calls her contact. I'm actually hesitant to call it a theme since there isn't a clear melodic idea. Instead, it's sound effects that accompany her. So, as her music continues, she appears to send her contact after the Bad Batch. And I'm sure that this is Ventress since she would be one of those M-count targets herself. And Fennec, as a fellow bounty hunter and likely friend, would be doing her part to protect Ventress. I'm still not sure how this will play into the fact that Ventress is not dead, which happened to her in the book Dark Disciple, which is canon. If you haven't read this book, I highly recommend it as it's one of, if not the best book in the canon right now, in my opinion. Even if it is about to be decanonized somehow, if you read it, I'd love to know your thoughts on Ventress in the upcoming episodes. It's no spoiler since she was in the trailer, but how do you feel about it? And I absolutely would love to know what all of you think. What did you think of this episode? How do you think we'll see Ventress introduced? What role do you think the Bad Batch will play by the end of this season as they look into the M-count research? Tell me in the comments below what you think, and consider checking out my Patreon page using the link in the description, where you can help support this channel for as little as $1 a month, or download PDFs and MP3s of projects as I complete them, along with other perks at higher tiers. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to learn more about the music of a galaxy far, far away, and as always, may the be with you.